The world's biggest smartphone maker, it's not Apple, just unveiled their newest phone, and they're making a big bet that people are going to flip out over foldable. Let's get out to Josh Lipton at Samsung's big Unpacked event in San Francisco. Josh, you have touched this device. It's bringing us back to the Motorola Razr of the late 90s. You got to be of a certain age to remember that. How does it look?
So, Brian, here at this Samsung event in San Francisco, saw a lot of new hardware, a lot of new phones, but the star of the show, you are correct, sir, it was this new folding phone. I'm going to show it to you guys. This is the Galaxy Z Flip. So what you're looking at there, Brian, that is a 4.2-inch device, but it comes with a 6.7-inch glass display. So that's a lot of display in a pretty small form factor. The release date, February 14th. The price is $1,380. Now the question becomes, how excited are consumers about that phone? Are they excited enough to spend $1,400? And you got to get developers excited, because they're the ones, those are the men and women who have to spend the time and the money to now create these cool, compelling experiences for that product. Of course, another question, Samsung, how much marketing dollars are they going to put behind this product? It wasn't just a folding phone, though. You also saw them come out with their new S20 lineup. They came up with 3 versions of that new phone, all 5G enabled, new camera system, new secure processor, faster charger. Those devices are going to start at $1,000, $1,200, and $1,400. If you look at Samsung and just judged by market share, it's still, you're right, Brian, does dominate in terms of the smartphone industry, but it is facing pressure from names like Huawei, which saw its market share climb sharply higher in 2019. From other Chinese vendors, too, like Xiaomi, it competes with Samsung in certain emerging markets. But today, what this company was saying, listen, they intend to be a leader in 5G. There's plenty of analysts who think that technology is going to be a real tailwind for the smartphone industry. Samsung, too, remember their average selling prices have actually been falling. So 5G, though, those phones, those are kind of a higher price tag that could send those ASPs higher. Brian, back to you.
All right, Josh Lipton. Josh, thank you very much. Tim, let's talk about this. I mean, I guess you could buy in the Korean market. You could go buy Samsung on the local exchange.
You can buy. It actually trades in the OTC markets, which we don't encourage people to do, except for some big market cap stocks like this. This is a mega cap, so it actually trades with a lot of liquidity. I think there's multiple catalysts for Samsung. First of all, they've got 30% of their market cap in cash. This is a company that could do a lot. Remember how excited we got about what Apple was doing? I think the headwinds on display, whether it's OLED and certainly LCD has been under some pressure, I think is more than compensated by volume growth in DRAM and in NAND. And look, their iPhone business, their smartphone business is certainly a global stalwart that I think is never going to be knocked out of the game. So this is a company, though, you're looking at mega cap tech, 12.5 times forward PE when everything else has had a huge rally. Samsung up 40% since September is still in value territory.
But is it? Dan, is it that versus Apple? There's enough room for two. They might have a hot flip phone, but Apple's going to be fine.
Well, interestingly enough, there's enough room for 5, and you really want to focus on China. This is the emerging market play from here on out, and so Samsung with 85% Android market share globally, I mean, that's the play. You're also seeing, a tremendous push towards more nationalistic. Look at, Apple has moved from, I think, number 2 in market share in smartphones in China to maybe 4 or 5 behind Huawei, Oppo, Xiaomi. There's some others in there. Obviously, Samsung plays in that backyard, too. So to me, I just got to say this again. I saw Craig Moffett on the network. I think it was on the closing bell earlier talking about 5G. If you're investing in 5G right now for a 2020 upgrade cycle, I just don't think it's really going to materialize anytime soon. And the hit to the supply chain in China is the thing that moves it out. That is the Q3, Q4 surprise, in my opinion.